This video is sponsored by CA3D Studios. I've been an anime fan pretty much all my life, and like many, Dragon Ball has a special place in my heart. So when CA3D reached out to me, I immediately chose to 3D print their Bulma model from the month of June. Other notable models for their June release that I love include Red Riding Hood, Cable from X-Men, Nova from StarCraft 2, and Griffith from Berserk. If you join the VIP tier, not only will you have access to all their models of June, you will also be getting all their models for the month of July. That's 17 high quality 3D models for only $20 a month. Just look at this beautiful model that they have for the month of July. If you like their work, make sure to support them on Patreon. Thanks again CA3D for sponsoring this video, and now let's get back to Bulma. So I printed the whole Bulma model out in 1/6 scale, and just look at all these amazing pieces. As always, I dry fit everything to make sure all the parts fit together. After some sanding, I decided to prime most of the parts in gray, as I'll be using this as the base color for the motorcycle. Now, let's paint. Usually, I like to paint the character first, but this time, I'll be starting with the base because I want to build the statue out as I paint. I like to keep the base nice and simple, so I'll be airbrushing this desert color and doing some simple dry brushing to finish it off. Once that's done, I start working on the wheel caps. This is quite a simple step, just make sure to go slow and don't paint out of the lines. And just like that, the 4 wheel caps are done. For the tires, I already primed it in black, so I only need to paint in the taillights for them. Normally, I finish painting everything before I start assembling, but in the case of this motorcycle, I think it'll be easier to build it as I paint. For the center console, I start by painting the screen black, then add some colors to make it look more interesting. Seeing this motorcycle come together was a lot of fun for me. It's such a unique design, and CA3D really did a great job sculpting this piece. For the glass panel, I airbrushed some gloss varnish just to give it the shiny effect. And with that, the capsule motorcycle is done and we're ready to move on to Bulma. Like usual, I start with a pink base layer, then apply my usual skin tone colors. The difference for anime characters is that I try to have the skin tones more uniform. This will make the skin tone not look as realistic, which is exactly the effect I want to achieve. I won't be applying any red on her face either, but only onto the knee for her. Then, I move on to the next highlight color, and I'll add a bit of off-white on just the brightest area of the face. As for the hair, I wanted to give her a purple hair just like this reference image, and since I don't have the purple I need, I will be mixing it myself. As you can see, my first attempt did not turn out as I imagined, but I think adding some blue to it will make it work. Perfect. Did you know, in the original Dragon Ball manga, Bulma only had her teal color in the first chapters. Later on, Toriyama sensei actually changed her hair color to purple, but the anime never adapted that change. I guess we know why Trunk has purple hair now. Before working on her portrait, I decided to airbrush all the base layers first to save time, and I'll be adding some purple shadows onto her shirt, just like the reference picture. With With all the base coats done, time to do some brush work. Anime characters usually have a line that contours the eye, so I'll be doing the same with her. And you may have noticed, but I won't be using any black for the eyes because I wanted to have the same style as the reference I used. With that, her face portrait is done. Time to paint in the rest of the details and we'll be ready to assemble her. Painting this model was really fun for me, and if you've enjoyed the video so far, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to see a list of all the colors I used for this model, go check out my Patreon page. Shout out to my newest members, Marginal Dude, Daniel Santos, and Angry Squid. Thank you all so much for your support. Now, let's finish assembling Bulma and head to the glamour shots.